I sound like you? Let me check. Okay. You know what they say? Hey, you two. Setting chat up. Okay. So I have this one has pasta to its right and has pasta to the right, and in addition a video game in front of it, and soup to its left, and the tablet also to its right. Except for the first time, I was actually lying because I actually have nothing except for a tablet to my right. So, my camera is currently walking the right side of the screen, which is going to have consequences, so let's figure that out. Hello. So I can actually see the game when I'm playing. So currently, I'm at the moment I'm doing the cockfight and running around back and forth like a silly boy. So to that end, hello Tressa. How are you? Yeah, no, the webcam is going to get in the way. What does she mean by this? What does she mean by toys? Realizing I can't read the text in OBS. But this looks fine. This looks fine. Okay. I really want to do something with the toys box and like maybe add a woodprint pattern to it. My notebook has been going wild ever since I started streaming because I keep having ideas for what I want to do. Where's it? I might be sorry. Okay, what? So, let's come over here and let's see what's over here. As in, I know it's over here, but stream hasn't. I think whenever I die to this, I'll give a review of what I've been up to. Tressa, have you played the game at all? I assume you haven't. I thought I had the different one. So I changed what nil art I have equipped. No! Okay, yeah, that was... Okay, so, Allie wants to talk about, what exactly it has gotten up to. So, I discovered, Sinner's Road, the Mist, and, like, the foul, like, poisonous area. I got a map for this lab and got abducted. Hi. I have some pasta to my left, and it's quite tasty. And I went through Sinners Road. I got a stag station in the I think it's like Bile Pond. Did a bunch of quests, including finally I got 1,000, or not 1,000, 100 enemies in the Hunter Journal. I just started stream just a moment ago. I've been playing the game quite a bit today, and I was like, I could just be streaming this, couldn't I? And so I am. I think I also, okay, so I got a different tool. I'm not too keen on the stools. So at the moment I am trying to do multiple times a week. Before I was doing weekly on Sundays, but I'm trying to do it I think it's Tuesday today. I'm trying to do it every 3 days a week. And I'm gonna see how long I can keep that up for. Especially partially because I've been having a really good time playing the game. It'd be really fun to share. Where did they go? I'm just going to run back to the bench. I love Minecraft. I've been trying to find a room to play Minecraft on stream. And like an environment that makes sense for it, because can I just, I would like to run up these. Because I've noticed that with Minecraft is that it can be kind of a hard game to stream, because with Minecraft you're like constantly, it's very intense to think about, because at least the way I play Minecraft is very creative. I play Minecraft in a very creative way, and so I have to constantly like be thinking, whereas this game is a little bit more slow-paced, but like not so. So Minecraft is also extremely slow-paced, and the problem sort of with that for streaming is that it can be really hard to find things to talk about, and so like. Playing the game is one thing, but I want to add my own piece to it, and so that piece is like entertainment or like sharing stories. I really like sharing stories, that's my thing. And with Minecraft, it's kind of like, the thing with Minecraft is that it can be kind of hard to remember to do that. Like here, it's taking a lot of energy to remember to speak while I'm fighting, because I'm trying to follow the patterns of the enemy. And for Minecraft, that's like a lot of what the game is for me. Like there's the more grindy parts of Minecraft where you like strip mining and stuff like that. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with self-promotion in chat at the moment. I'm still trying to figure out chat rules. It's not your fault. I'm just currently trying to figure out what I'm comfortable with, because I kind of just started streaming. some very, very yummy pasta. So, I've watched a couple of videos about this game. I do have Discord, but it's only for in-person things, so I don't use it for anything on the internet. Oh shit. What was I on about? I've been watching a couple of videos about this game, and I've realized a lot of people have, are kind of turned off by it because it's kind of difficult. Which is, was surprising to me, because I don't find the game especially difficult, but that could just be like a perception thing. So like... Why am I fighting them? I could just... I think streaming is really fun. It gives me a lot of opportunities to like talk about what I'm currently interested in. And I've kind of noticed that like my interests are very fluid. I'm always kind of like focused on something different. I was talking to a friend like the other day. And we were talking about how kind of a part of being ADHD for us is how we can't really stay focused on any one thing for too long. And so my hope with streaming, I didn't know what through. My hope with streaming is that I can always share stories in like an interesting way. And so I can talk about whatever I'm currently interested in. At the moment, and at this very moment, it's a silk song. Some weeks it's Minecraft. I've also been really interested in this week in so I'm doing a bus review series. And where I see a bunch of buses and I just rank them. Like that's silly, that's fun. I like that. That kind of upset about that one. Gonna be super honest. But I guess it doesn't matter. So I thought this was gonna be the lace fight. That's why I started stream here. But I guess that means we have a little bit of oops! Didn't mean to do that. Oopsie whoopsie. But yeah, so like today I went out and got a bunch of A-roll and B-roll to make a YouTube video about my favorite buses, which is like exactly the kind of thing that I'm interested in. I don't like how they back up after the parry. Okay. Cool. I was kind of wondering, why was this fight so easy? I should try using my tools. I'm not a huge... I haven't used tools before. But this feels like the exact kind of fight that would be good for them. Cool, yeah. Actually, that works quite well for this fight, doesn't it? Like, what if I put one right here? I should have used that earlier. So, focus, which is what that move is called, it's really, really good at, like, just holding me in one place. So, like, when I use it, I float. So I wanted to use it earlier so that I, cleared the... So that I just went over it. Instead of getting hit by it. I imagine this fight is probably a good way to start the day. Because it doesn't feel that demanding on me technically, which is good. Did that always just start that way? I don't think I'm a huge fan of the tools. They don't feel that relevant. But they like kind of look cool. I really like the floatability. I think this is a really nice addition. Cool. Okay. This is going well. Cool. Didn't take any damage. So yeah, I've been seeing a lot of videos that talk about how divisive self-loathing is because of how hard it is, and I don't really get it. Like, I don't know, it's just a video game. It's a very arty video game too. And as an artist myself, I really appreciate that. I don't think the difficulty factor is really something that really feels relevant to me. Are they bowing? It's so kind of them. I'm off. I've gotten so many achievements today. Nice. So yeah, I thought this was just gonna be the silk fight. I like how stylish she is. That's nice. Pilgrim of Fireloom Eternal, you rare chosen who has ascended to this final threshold. Listen to our wish, deliver it, that you may rise above and see your pilgrimage end. Oh, it's trying to turn us into a slave. So we've found out that, I'm gonna have a bite of my pasta, which is probably cold now. Very. I also dropped it, so now it's all over my dress. Or not all over, but 1 second. And this is why we keep cleaning up next to her. Next to the zone. They who sustain our realm, its walls, its floor, its voice, even as others fall silent. We would hear the voice of the keepers within their grand vaults. They who guard our history, our prayers, and our secrets across the ages. We would hear the melody of the conductors high in their gleaming towers. They bearing the heaviest mantle who would guide our land ever on to greatness. Pilgrim of Fireloom Eternal, regale us with their threefold song. May that you rise above and worship before our kingdom's divine heart. Is it asking us to play music? Ooh. That wasn't nearly as hard as I expected it to be. Let's see if we can get one of the vertical shaft movers in here. Because it feels like a place that they would be. Clockwork core? Bench room! Bench! 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 Okay, that's cool. Like, what's her face? Shala. Hornet's mom, as I've taken to calling her, does mention something about the Citadel's machinery being kind of shitty in Sinner's Road, but I don't know, I think it's quite cool. Oh well, I'm also kind of a sucker for coal engineering, even though it's not very efficient. I'm not sure how I feel about the fact that all of the maps lately I've just kind of found in the zone, like, I've found the slab and all aspects of the Citadel's map inside of itself. I don't know. I don't know. I like Mom. I like her. Okay, so I do have a single piece of cog heart, and I kind of wonder what that is for. I remember I was really worried if the game was going to end at the Citadel, because I remember having like half of the Hunter's Journal quest complete, and I thought that was just going to be all of the enemies in the game. So I was kind of worried originally this game would be a lot shorter than expected. But no, it's I had a little bit of doubt, but that doubt didn't last very long. Cause the fucking, sorry, the Act 2 banner just kind of blows away any suspicion that maybe the game is a little bit short. It's wonderful. I think I mentioned it last stream. I've been playing a lot of Nier Automata lately. And with Nier Automata, It moved! It moved! Gears? Like Xeno gears? Get it? Because... As a known gear appreciator, I'm gonna be so for real. No gear could ever be guilty in my heart. They're too innocent and beautiful. Speaking of beautiful... What if the gears were... what if they were guilty? What if the gears are guilty? Innocent cog? No. What about guilty gears? Yeah, I'm your tunnel vision. What about it? What about it? Chop, chop, chop. I like how they say what they're doing. The known slicer. You can explore cog heart, but watch out. Or cog whatever core. But watch out. You may get chop chop. Chop, 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 chop. What would they strive for? Literally no one has laughed at the fact that my Steam profile says Guilty Gear drive me home from the local. I think it's hilarious. Not a single person thinks it's funny. Is noticing a problem with that? Trying to entertain while being enough precarious position, all things considered. Because, like, I keep forgetting. Wow, they're really fast. The dedicated silk refilling station. Get that piece of silk, girl. You're gonna need it. I noticed in the Times Square stage in Guilty Gear Strive the other day that the subway entrance is Xrd. Or it has the other Guilty Gear next to it. Nice. Wait, is this still inside of... Yeah, it is. Oh my god, wait. I was kind of thinking, when are we gonna get some more health? Wait, where does that go? Goes to this room. Interesting. So that means there might be another entrance here somewhere. Not really. Interesting, it makes you do a fight. It's really interesting that it makes you do a fight to have access to that shortcut. I don't know. That's maybe that's just me. I've noticed this game really likes to make liberal use of fighting regular enemies. I don't necessarily mind it. It's just interesting. Because I can't recall Hollow Knight ever doing that much. Aww. I think I managed to soft lock myself in the Path of Pain or White Palace. But that was after 100% of the game, so it wasn't. Or 100% of the friend. I 100% of the non-God Home section of the game. I kind of like the vibes of the enemies here. They're just little creatures. And I don't know, they're kind of adorable. I have a really good sense of direction. The mental model is really solid. Actually, for most of the game until very recently, I didn't have any map at all, and I also didn't have a compass. Is this one close? Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh shit, yeah it is. I didn't realize. I tried lowering the game's audio before stream because I knew it would be a problem. But evidently I didn't lower it enough, and I never really tested it. Is that better, Tressa? I hope it is. If it's not, just let me know and I can fix it, okay? Back into the Mario DS zone. Hell yeah, you love to see it. I'm so excited to get a full spool, like a second spool. Something I've noticed about the game design is that, oops! I've noticed the game design, like, okay, you can see my mouse, right? The, instead of this, the focus spool rolling up, like it did in Hollow Knight, where it kind of filled up slowly. It only appears when you have enough to heal. And I think that's really good. Because, like Hollow Knights, you could, they'll never notice. Superintendent will never notice steamed. It's just steamed cornet. Oh god. What were they thinking? Yeah, like, what was up with that, right? Like, honestly, my biggest criticism with Hollow Knight was that it wasn't very fun as a platformer. It was a very, very pure, Souls-like Metroidvania. I suppose is the correct term. But, like, that meant it didn't really have much in the way of creative movement. And that always made it really hard for me to ever want to replay the game. Especially because I'm a lot more interested in the platforming aspect than the, or rather, I'm much more interested in the combat once I think the game is more fun to play. Like with movement. might be horrible at this game. You heard it from me here first, folks. I'm horrible at this. Ah! So, what was I saying? Yeah, Hornet fucking runs. She's so fast. She's also kind of... I think her confidence is cool and I admire it. She's very no-nonsense. And like, I really like... I don't know. She's so serious. I like it. I also like that she actually talks. I don't know. Call me the weird one. As I usually am. God, if it was just Hollow Knight wheels, I can kind of see where it came from, right? Like, okay, you have like another character. And with that extra character, you can like, oh, I don't know. Okay, that was just the thing that I don't really care about, right? Like, I've already done that. Anything up here? No. Like, oh, we want to have another playable character, so let's let you play as Hornet, the really cool girl that everyone finds, a role model. But like, I don't know, like, how the hell do I get back up? But then they kept having more and more ideas and realized, actually, this would be way better than Hollow Knight. So far, I'm thinking a lot about, like, I don't know how I can go back to Hollow Knight after this. Like, I don't understand the whole quote-unquote controversy surrounding the game's difficulty. Because, like, it isn't, at least for me, the step up in it feels a lot easier to me than Hollow Knight. It could just be that I'm better as a gamer. But, like, I don't know, she has so many really, really powerful techniques. It's kind of hard to imagine it being harder. I think maybe it's a lot more to manage. I don't know. I don't want to, like, minimize that other people do legitimately struggle with this game. It just hasn't been really for me. Which is good, because when I'm bad at a game, I never play it. Where did I put my spoon? What the heck? Yeah, my biggest issue with Hollow Knight was just that it wasn't really that fun to play. Like, dare I say, it kind of just felt like there's this really cool world and story and world building, And they also decided to make it a Souls-like, because I don't know. And it wasn't that good really as like a platforming game in my opinion. And like it just didn't have good movement like at all. Whereas like I always really wanted to play Silksong, mainly because it looked like it had really good movement, and I wasn't like, I am really harsh on movement. I play platform fighters. And I was really worried it'd be kind of like one of those games where it has all these theoretically really cool moves, but you can never really use them because like the world is just like, you're designed to use it, each move like once and then never again. Kind of like Metroid Prime 3. I think of Metroid Prime 3 when I say that. Like, there's so many really cool things in Metroid Prime 3, but like, you never end up using any of them. And I don't really like that. Like, I don't know, it just, I don't know. It's not super awesome. Yeah, I generally agree with that. But I do also like have to acknowledge that I am relatively coming from a position of privilege because I can actually play the games that are difficult. I know a lot of people who just watch like mossbag videos because they can't really play Hollow Knight, and that makes me feel kind of sad. Is this The Mist? Those kind of like had the Mist girls on it. I like really wish I could share with them, but also like realistically, it's like as an artist, I am not going to make my work more accessible. And if I'm being honest, I kind of generally think inaccessibility is often something I add to my work on purpose because I think it adds to it meaningfully. Does that make sense? Like, as much as I empathize and I'm like, wow, that sucks, I'm also like, from the perspective of an artist, and since 3 people made this game, I want to like look at it from that perspective. It just makes, like, I understand. And it would be really hard to like make Silksong not challenging while still having the same design it is. Like, sure, other Metroidvanias do let you do the whole loneliness. Where the heck did I put my spoon? I want my spoon. What the heck? What the heck? How do you lose a spoon? I want to have my soup. 1 second. Like, you can create a feeling of like isolation and loneliness. I found the spoon after I got another spoon. What the heck? A lot of Metroidvania games do the isolation and dread without difficulty. Like Metroid Dread is significantly, and especially Metroid Fusion, are significantly easier than Silksong. Granted, I think that most people consider Dread like a hard game. I generally consider it a normal difficulty game. Like, and the reason why I say that is because, like, I mean, like, sometimes I die, sometimes I don't die. And so it's somewhere in the middle in my brain. Whereas, like, Mario, you're expected to never die. And, like, in a game like Celeste, you're expected to die constantly. And so I consider Mario easy, Celeste hard, and then I put Metroid Dread somewhere in between. Because, like, I don't die that often, but, like, sometimes I do. like, Metroid Dread's difficulty is also very different, at least aside from the final boss fight, which is genuinely quite hard and much more Silksong-esque. With the whole you need to be hyper aggressive while being attacked, which is, by the way, one of my favorite parts of Silksong's design so far is that it really heavily encourages aggression. You're really meant to chase the fuckers down and to weave in between their attacks and not really like run away. And I love that. And the game's movement makes it really fun, way more so than Hollow Knight's. This game feels like, the combat in this game feels much more natural for me than Hollow Knight's did. Emmy would be an awesome assist trophy. You could have different colors for each of the areas. The freezing one, the one that freezes you, fuck them. In particular, just them. Like, I think purple and ice Emmy do this. But yeah, Metroid's Dread difficulty is a lot more in the movement, because in the Emmy zones, you, like, have to position yourself right, and for the boss battles, you also need that. This game will just smack you to death. To be fair, Metroid Dread has, like, its hard moments, but, like, overall, it's relatively middle of the pack for difficulty. And then occasionally has, like, really big spikes. Really big spikes of difficulty where, like, the final boss fight is kind of insane in Metroid Dread. It's, like, really hard. It took me, like, several days to beat it, which is unusual for me. But, like, I mean, it does a really good job of creating terror without being, like, a combat threat. Whereas, Silksong very much encourages learning movement and skill expression and all of this through, just being hard as nails. And I appreciate the gusto. Like, I admire that Silksong is willing to do that. It isn't necessary. I just think that it does it really well. Especially because it frames Harnett as this kind of, like, badass, no fucks given kind of girl. Which I like. Well, also being a femme girl. I like femmes. As I'm generally a femme for femme kind of girl. I did know. I'm not quite sure what they're trying to say. They said even when all others aren't present. I imagine the leadership in the citadel is kind of neglectful. So they still think I am a pilgrim. Anyways, I think you're so real for the sentiment about difficulty. I want some water, 1 second. Sip, sip. What games have I played this year? I've played Silksong. I've played Rivals of Ether 2. I've played Nier Automata. I've played Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear. I've played Minecraft. Oh, I played Xenoblade X this year. Keep in mind though, most of these games I already had hundreds of hours in before 2025. So does this put an objective marker? Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay. I don't really think about games in like the purchasing aspect. If I want to play a game, I generally just kind of play it, but I don't have much interest in most games. Which is the caveat to that. Like, like, a lot of the games I've been most interested in this year have been like really hyper niche things that I don't like, only 100 people have ever heard of. That kind of thing, like web games and stuff. Like I did one, I read one, it was a visual novel, but like it was in the form of a website. And it seemed to be about grooming, and it was really interesting, and I liked it a lot. That was a really good banger. I don't remember what it was. But that's kind of like most of my video game experiences this year. I want to play Crosscut again on stream. I haven't really known how to do it because it's like a really long game. And I really want to do it justice. I really want to do like a big, all-encompassing playthrough of it on stream. But like, it's so long. And especially because I would want to do like... in my first playthrough I did like 100%. And I haven't even finished the DLC yet. In fact, I have just started the DLC. And by just started, I mean I started like 2 years ago, but... Who's counting, right? Who's counting? The scale at which I play games is really slow. I don't really love how much energy they take. I basically always have, I'm always thinking about Crosscode because its music is always stuck in my head. Especially like Bergen Trail and Bergen Village. Smack! Got you! Got you! Got you, got you, got you, got you! I have been thinking a lot about Project Sekai because I just kind of got into Vocaloid. I ran away from home and is living with her girlfriend, Kaneda. Kaneda, I don't remember how you pronounce it. What is Night Chord? Is it actually gay? I know you're always talking about, I want to do this, but I'm scared of this just a bench. Like, I don't really... Like, the nearest bench is right there. Okay, I'll... Whatever, I'll pay for it. Let's see what it is. It's probably just a bench. Project Sekai is the Vocaloid game, isn't it? It's just a bench. No, it's one of the tubes! Yay! The first try. The first try. Wait, actually... I really want to do covers for some songs, especially Vocaloid songs. The very gay Hatsune Miku game. You know what, actually that sounds about right. I call it the attic. What was the deal with like Project Sharp FE, I think it was, for Wii U and Switch? With like Shin Megami Tensei and Persona 5, not Persona 5, Fire Emblem characters? Sorry, Fire Emblems. Oh my god, pretty. Wow. So cool. It's so cool. Wait, what the fuck is the white key? Wait, like, hospital? I met someone at school like a month ago, and we bonded over our preference for the Kayuki version of Zako. I think it's called Zako. Which is crazy. She dresses in all pink and is like such an icon. And they have yaoi on over them. They're a fucking fujoshi at school, and it's awesome. But yeah, we both prefer the Kayuki version, Zaka. I'm gonna be honest, Yellow Miku is kind of a drag. Naru does not have good vibes. I gotta be so honest. Hi! Caretaker! I love caretakers. Hi! You've chosen a curious place to rest, sir. Do you perhaps know something of this shrine and its companions in the lands below? Oh, so you ask funny questions as well as cutting bells free, eh? You're certainly a pilgrim, but you're clearly not of the choir either. No, I know exactly who you are. A bell ringing loud. A weirdo. Yeah, they do call me a weirdo, don't they? I kind of am. The yellow one doesn't appear in Mesmerizer. The red one appears in Mesmerizer. As we all know, Teru is just Red Miku. And what's wrong is wrong. Just making sure you come back here, you lout. You can help me deal with all the dirty little pilgrims and desperate scavengers who turn up. Did you know? Mesmerizer is a song about Miku and Riku, parentheses, Red Miku. I love Mesmerizer. It's so ADHD core. Unfortunately, I'm photosensitive though, so I can't actually like look at the screen while it's playing. But I really like it. I don't think they like taking care of people. If time permits, Sir Bug, I shall visit again. But no, I'm a Teto fangirl. I really like Teto. Teto's my friend. I like her. I'm so happy I got to talk about Vocaloid on livestream. I would like more of this. What are your favorite songs? Oh shit, I'm in the zone on YTV. I didn't... Oh no. I thought they were trapped. So, are the cog beasts... You know, like the fog beast from Xenoblade, but the cog beasts. What does this do? I might be stupid. I might be stupid. I'm pretty sure autistic people tend to be far more likely to have photosensitivity. So, keep that in mind. And you have autism. You can't say no. You just have autism. Sorry. Teehee. Whether you like it or not, you're autism. You're autism now. Have fun. Well, I mean, aren't gay women generally autistic? At least all the ones I find attractive are. Teehee. Memorizing the Pokemon is a good activity. What is your favorite Vocaloid? What's your favorite Vocaloid? Why does that ping do so much damage? Oh, I mean song. What is your favorite song? Or do you just mean Mesmerizer? Look, I can respect a Mesmerizer like her. I'm one myself. I listen to songs about things I shouldn't. Smile. Like how they hang out in groups. They're friends. I think they're friends. I also like the cog beasts. Yeah, I think I should come over here so they actually like get into hitting distance. They're playing! Look, they're playing. I like that. I like that they're playing. That makes me fun. No, you're so real for that. I've been listening to Retry Now, the Rotten Girl song, and like the Happy Sugar Love Shot or whatever. Ah, yes, the Happy Sugar Love Shot, my favorite. My favorite problematic anime. Oh shit. It has the double helix or the single helix. But yeah, I get that. I guess if it wasn't obvious by having Kayuki on my profile, like on screen right now. Friends! They're friends. So I quite like Kayuki. Gumi's also quite funny. There's a lot in Sekai though, right? I used to listen to Teto 31, and that one's also really good, although half of the characters in it aren't actually Vocaloids. And I think you is a VTuber. Unless she made a voice bank of herself, which seems like it might have happened. I want some lemonade. I play a lot of Vocaloid songs in my but I only ever learned them through like fan leaderboards, because I can copy the name and put it into YouTube so I can actually see what it's called in English. Having an I'm card is so nice. Also, I really like playing in general. It's really nice. Cardamon. Cardamon. She likes cardamon. Is this the mist? Oh. I think this might actually be a hospital ward. If they're the scary creatures, like in... Oh, I'm just gonna put one of my favorites recently. Okay, but that's kind of awesome. I kind of dig that though. Yeah, I'm just gonna put one of my favorite songs into chat, because I think my favorite producer is what is it? I think my favorite producer is is No, 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 no. And I think one of my favorites of that is, I really like the fried chicken song. It's so good. It's da 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 da, and oh my god! And it has a bunch of other Vocaloids in it as well. It has Kayuki and Miku. Who could not like it? It's awesome. It was just in my phone's like favorite music thing, which is crazy. Um, okay, where is Twitch? Where's my Twitch? Okay. This is honestly kind of peak. The way I did animations for the chat on OBS is I just kind of like put in CSS transitions all, and that's kind of why it's so janky. Oh my god, they're alone. Where? What happened to them? No, they're all alone. No. Hornet, please become a mother in this game. I need you to adopt someone. My poor maternal instincts can't help but make me cry whenever I see a kid in a baby carriage. All alone. That makes me sad. I'm an orphan and don't want anyone else to ever be an orphan. But wait a second. No one's raised in the Citadel, right? Please be a mom. Please become a mom. Please. Creep? Oh. I thought roll and I was like, oh, that's cute. Let me roll it out. And then it broke and that made me really sad. Wait, are these all baby carriages? Oh yeah, this is the hospital ward. Why is it abandoned? Wait, so I met this prince guy and he kind of implies that they kind of just abandoned Citadel and like, I don't know, I'm gonna be honest. Aside from Lace, I have no idea like who would even run this place. Like, there's been so many eerie places in Act 2. I'm not making a mental map at all. I would like a map, please. I like how she bounces. They're not very elegant fighters. Yeah, I also really want to make music, but I'm more of a singer. That's kind of my thing. I really want to, like, I really want to make covers. I should do actual facecam stream one time. Because, like, I think I look quite good, and I want to, I don't know. Confidence is a crazy drug. I don't know, I look fantastic. This guy's fighting style is kind of crazy. Layla, let's be so honest. So, are these like nurses? Because this aligns pretty well with my experience with nurses. Oh, so they still like the pilgrims with like the face masks. I mean, but you think nothing. You think nothing of it, right? Like that in and of itself is kind of a thought. Yes, I'm playing the technicalities game. This this game goes hard. It's making me jump into a fireplace. Like that's so cool. I personally think you're kind of attractive. Ugh, this is so gorgeous. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. I get spooked easily. This is the creature from Deep Docks. Wait. This is the creature from Deep Docks. Why don't these ones wear masks? I am without a bench. I am but a girl without a bench. How? Does this go to Deep Docks? That's impossible, right? Like, it keeps going south, or down. Oh, it must connect with the mist. just not gone at all the direction I was supposed to. I usually thought these are like boss guys. But no, they're definitely not. This is still so cool. What's up all like the traversable pipes and stuff? Oh, it's two-way. I thought this was gonna be one way. I want eggnog, but I think it's too late to get eggnog. Wait, way too late. Girl. Where's the girl? I want to talk to the girl, because I like girls. Can I actually even get back up? Wow, really? That's so cool. I keep finding these. That's really cool. God, I want eggnog. What a perfect drink. So I needed a key for this, I think, right? I guess we'll need to go find out. I think warmth is really good. I'm a non-warmth liker. I like it. What's the gay horse game? Is that the gotcha? Oh my god, they put a light beaming it up. Such architects. I don't think I've met a single conscious person that is independent in this citadel. Like, I'm sure I have, but it doesn't feel that way. Yeah, that must be from the icky zone. Yeah, that's the gotcha, I think, isn't it? So you were talking on Blue Sky the other day about Dragalia Lost. What's up with that? What do you think of the gacha? I assume you just play free-to-play games, but a part of me is like, oh, you like gacha games specifically. Not necessarily a bad thing. My partner plays gacha games, and I love her. She's honestly a sweetheart. I remember you also talked about Dragalia a lot when it was actually, like, out as well. Well, my streaming light just ran out of power and wasn't charging fast enough. Or wait, no. The reason why it stopped is because the charger fell out. Oh no, it overheated, that's why. I think it overheated. So now I don't have a light to light up my face, and now I look a lot worse on camera. I guess I just have to stop looking at myself, unfortunately. Wait, is this like the Super Metro tunnel? Can I just, like, wait here? Offline attentive? What's that? Being a girl with a spice cabinet is so fun because it lets you do wonderful things, such as get cinnamon on everything. This game's speedrun is going to be awesome, I hope. I got myself some dessert. My partner plays Blarchive. That's her gacha game. I don't think she's played any other ones, actually. So, what did you like about Dragalia? Like a console RPG? Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has gacha. I'm realizing I don't actually know if Dragalia Lost has gacha. I kind of just assume it does. What did you think? The animation rate of the cogs is interesting to me. What a cool area. I vastly prefer this part of the Underworks. Sucker. Yeah, what's cool about the game? What do you like about the characters and stuff? I'm curious. I've actually been curious for like a couple of years now. Because you were like always posting about it back in the day as well. So I figured you must quite like it. Something I think I really like about Silksong is how all the powers are like can be used everywhere instead of just being used in one part of the game. The duster. What else has they worked on? Maybe if I can compare to something else I know about, I can, I don't know, figure it out. I had FOMO. Side games also did that. It also did the horse game. I want more lemonade. Let me sip it. I remember one day I was at an arcade with some friends and my partner. And my partner started talking about the horse game. And then a friend asked, "Oh, what's that?" Someone like next to us in the arcade not only had the game open, but had the art book open next to them as well. Or it might have been art book for Blue Archive. I don't remember. This is not good. Is this really all I get? Look, I'm just gonna find the shortcut. I'm not attached to my rosaries. Ignore me losing all of my fucking health. I am not very good at this game. I kid. Streaming and gaming is hard, you know. Don't you know? As Leffen once said, it's just as hard, if not harder, than a regular job. The fuck was Leffen on about when he said that? I appreciate the, like, the gusto, though. But, like, why did Leffen say that? Deep Leffen bot was something else. That was like, that was still when AI was fun. And before we realized that actually slop is just, that this is just slop and this is just what we're gonna see for the rest of our life. Unless massive societal structure changes where money isn't as important as it is today. The funniest word sayer. One of its major sources, I'm pretty sure, was off of Leffen's Reddit, which is really funny because, like, yeah, Leffen's a Reddit fiend. That would make sense. But yeah, one time Leffen said that like streaming is like harder than a 9 to 5. But I mean, like does anyone want to tell him that like you can find something hard and challenging while still having it be less hard than, I don't know. I guess Leffen does live in a country with workers' rights though. But then I think it's irresponsible for him to talk about elsewhere in the world as if he, I don't know. This is like years old drama. I really like being a gossip. I really like it. I was watching, I think the YouTuber's called like Frostbite's video on Minecraft creator boundaries, and it was like, I really like it because, like, first of all, absolutely fantastic videos about things that I care about, like drama. But like, I don't care about the debate. My opinion is pretty solidly, I'm just going to make shit, right? Like, I make incest fan fiction, right? Can I say that on stream? I don't know if I can say that on stream. I guess I've said it, but like, I don't know. Yeah. Like, being able to do that successfully is like, there is so much luck, and let's like as a creator and as in general, you can like put yourself into positions where you can pretty much guarantee something like happen, but nothing really ever is a guarantee. And in that sense, it's kind of like, I heard someone describe photography as a luxury industry just because of how exclusive it is. Like, so many people would love to work in photography, but there just aren't enough weddings. And like, let's also be real. Like, you can have incredible photography as art, but then be like really completely unsuccessful. Like, I think I have really good photography. I've been featured in art galleries before. Normal stuff. But, like, just because my art is good enough to get into galleries and stuff doesn't mean I'm, like, able to make money off of it, right? I don't deny that it's probably difficult. It's more of just like, yeah, but other things are also difficult, Leffen. Just because you find something difficult, I love gossip and drama. God, I love lemonade. I wish I had axe. Oh, nice. I was kind of wondering where those other buttons were. What we're up to. Nice. I like that. That'll be really cool once you get double jump. Wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so much. Something that I think about with AI is like, it's very, very slopcore. What do I mean by this? Like, the economic system The economic system, kind of prioritizes something called slop. I thought these would be really hard boss fights. No, but if it's awesome powers, that's very different. I can't complete the room, though, because I'm bad at video game. Yeah, I was gonna say, it would be really weird if it didn't spawn me back here, right? Because, like, it wants to teach me the power. But, like, kind of everything in capitalism is sort of going to ultimately be, like, reaching the lowest common denominator, because that's ultimately what's most efficient in a capitalist system. It's what is incentivized. Like, I'm gonna be so honest, slop isn't, like, a new concept. It just is so much easier to make now. She's kind of cute when she's hanging pathetically like that. I might not have thought that one through. But yeah, there was like slop before, right? It was just like less everywhere. Like just the word content is like so anti-art. It's like content is like the version of art that is like slop. This isn't meant to be a criticism of you, by the way. So, the reason why I'm so excited for the harpoon is because, like, they've been everywhere. Nice. They call me really silly. But I'm able to just tank the final hits instead of doing anything about it. Like, I'm not upset with you, to be clear. It's just, I've viewed this in like a lot of locations. Well before. I really like the traversal skills. Now I can meet this cutie. The 12th architect? Oh. Yeah, equally strange. I'm also kind of weird. I'm quirky. Um, I've kind of radicalized myself. I don't know. Ooh. Yeah. I feel like AI is a natural endpoint, though, of capitalism. Like, it's literally just salt. It doesn't serve any purpose. I guess it's a lot worse if you're in the US right now. Because from what I've heard, that is the entire economy there. A hidden weapon? Yeah, that's valid. Some people talk about tools online as completely useless, and some people talk about them as the end-all be-all. And I feel like the people who say they're useless sound quite good at the game. The what now above? God, this game has just opened up hella. Although... I feel like they're also using it to prop up their economy, which is failing. Which is bad. My mind vault. I talked about it a lot in therapy today. I don't know if it was just me, but it kind of felt like growing up there was an assumption that everything was going to just keep getting better. And that we are on the end path. And, you know, like, obviously that's a political statement in of itself. But, like, I guess, like, that's been pretty heavily disproven. Like, no matter who you ask, everyone thinks it's gotten worse. So now that I can open this, like, there are so many places that I can go. Credit cards don't really exist here. I've only ever needed a credit card to, like, buy things on planes. And other places where you definitely need credit. But yeah, I would tend to agree. I feel like the US just has a lot of toxic aspects to it that aren't necessarily admirable. Sometimes I can feel like the US is so dramatically different from everywhere else. It's like kind of hard to believe it exists. I know it's generally like other places follow the US. But like the US is a unique breed, let's say. Like dissociate. Do you think I can open the gate with the harpoon? It was worth a shot. It's gonna take a while to get used to it because I haven't had any like new movement upgrades since like the dash. I think. But this is so cool. I don't quite know where to take it now. Let's leave the underworks and see if we can find anywhere in the citadel. Oh, I've heard that a lot of my friends in the US have been struggling a lot with stuff like this recently, and it makes me really sad because, like, I don't know, like, I have a friend who just had to, like, move across the country back with their parents because they can't find a job, and everything is so expensive that they went, like, bankrupt basically immediately after losing theirs, and that's just, like, that's just really sad. Like, I don't know how to articulate how sad that is. Like, I don't like it. And I just had to tell them at some point, it's like, you're not getting a job, right? Like, it's not that you're bad as a worker, it's that there are no jobs in the country. From the way it sounds like you're kind of sad at all times. And so I'm not that I'm sad at you, just expressing it. You're just being yourself at the moment, and there's nothing wrong with that. They're playing! Or doing slave work. One of those two. I think sort of the thing with, like, slopitalism is, like, everyone has to be good at these same things to be of value to society. And it's kind of bizarre, like, the value capitalism has is to get as much money as possible. And that's a really weird thing to value as a society. And doesn't really, like, relate to what people value as humans, which you could probably attribute to a lot of, like, the way wealthy people often isolate themselves from their community. Because they think that it's better because it means they can hold on to more of their own money. But they end up just being lonely and sad, right? And then people below them try to copy them. And they end up, and they push their friends away and hide because they think it's important for them economically or whatever. But it just ends up leaving everyone sad. But like if it was a system that, like, acknowledged how human brains work, I think that would be nice. be clear, it's also that's kind of why I'm live streaming right now, is because I realized that I just can't continue working. I had a really bad burnout, and it just kind of broke me, and so I'm doing live streaming to try and give myself something productive to do. That hits hard. To be fair, it's also something I've really wanted to do. And I finally feel like I really have a setup I like, now that I finally have a VTuber model, which I've wanted for a really long time. Yeah, I've recognized that I'm just really disabled and struggle with just everything, and like my body has just kind of been falling apart physically, and I don't know, I'm relatively secure right now, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna just take some time to rest, take care of myself, figure out where I want to go from here. I kind of want to start a family. Like, I really want to do that. That sounds fun. Or, sorry, not fun, but like really important to me. And I want to spend a lot of time in community, and like do community building and have like a great big community. All my closest friends and family, and have raised my own family. That's a lot more important to me than working every day of my life, you know? And I kind of wish we lived in an economic system that was also structured that way, that placed value on those things in the way I do. I'm so excited to have kids. My ass was terrified I'd get fucking caught there. I could do chat messages. Come to this required place at this required time on a consistent schedule and get paid not nearly enough because we don't feel like it. Yeah. And they expect you to just accept it. It's yeah. I think what really gets me is the coercive aspect. Yeah, I talked about that a lot in therapy, the whole anti-human way. Like, individualism as productivity are structured. Very anti-human. But yeah, the like, coercive aspect is... I think the thing that really hurts me is that, like, you don't really have a choice. If you want to do literally anything else with your life, which could be considered productive still, or like beneficial to your community, you just can't. Like, I'm thinking about how a lot of like community events are barely struggling to get by on donations. And it's like, I feel like that holds a lot of value to a lot of people. Why does it need to fit into the same financial framework, right, as everything else? And that's sort of where, like, the whole, like, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, and, like, the whole value system is really silly, because it's like, why do you need to have it work? Hates talking to people and hates making art. Yeah. That's kind of what I do with my life. But yeah, I probably just couldn't do that if I was American. Because, like, I don't know, the government gives me money to be a useless bitch at home. And you know what I can do with that? I can just be myself, and if I don't think working's not working out, I can just stop working, right? Like, I'm not going to fucking die if I stop working. It'll be really hard because it's a pitiful amount of money. But it's enough for me to live off of. And that gives me the space to just be myself and, like, have a good time. Maybe not have a good time, but, like, have a time. And that gives me a lot of room to, like, self-actualize and grow as a person. And I don't know, find what I really want to do and contribute more to society than just, I'm gonna work retail, smile. It's kind of crazy to me that, like, America will, like, do this and then also make the jobs, like, really silly things like retail. Like, come on. You're not telling me that you need someone to work retail for you and that they're only valuable to society if they're working at a cash register, right? Like, no, you're kidding me, right? A lot of times jobs are framed sort of in the like super but wait, where'd the prince go? Sometimes it's framed in a sort of like hyper specialized worker kind of thing, but that's really not how it ever manifests, right? Yeah, I was thinking about that with Silksong and Rivals of Ether 2 in particular, because, like, they really did not have traditional financial legs to stand on, and they're encouraged to be toxic, and, like, money is a very corrupting force. Like, it would have been way easier for the developers of Silksong to charge, like, full price for this game. And they ultimately didn't, because, like, they're artists and not people trying to steal your life from you. But, like, oh my god! It's the guy! It's the guy! Hi! 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 I like you! Hi, sister! A grand victory achieved again. Oh. It's Garment and Zaza! They're rizzing me. They're rizzing me the heck up. Oh my gosh. But, like, Silksong, Rivals 2 almost went bankrupt when it came out, and it's like, why should that game have to deal with potential bankruptcy? It should be successful. And, like, Silksong really only got to be as good as it is because the developers had gotten a lot of money from Hollow Knight and could have just, and were able to spend as much time as they needed on it. And I don't know, like, if Silksong had to come out, like, if Silksong had to come out early, like Rivals of Ether, it would be a much worse game. Or like most AAA games also have to come out early. Wait, actually. Is my mic doing alright? Let me investigate. Let me investigate. Let me investigate. I don't hear anything right now. Was it only... I don't hear anything right now. Was it only... I'm sure it was just, like, rubbing against something. It could also be your end, but I doubt it. This is, like, my third live stream. What were you saying about retail? I think a lot of times the US can just be described as like, okay, but you could pull yourself up by your bootstraps and be a millionaire. Like, I don't really understand why you would stigmatize someone if not just because you're insecure about yourself. Like, I don't know. It's nonsensical. I wonder if I got a power for this one as well. Wait. Wait. The harpoon was optional? Well, I mean, obviously not optional. They're like mouses! They're like little mice. I like them. The reason why I consider money a corrupting force is because at the end of the day, society is structured to encourage you to not drop them for free and to make it nearly impossible to. Yeah, I think I got a different kind of drop for that. Doesn't know. Doesn't know. I kind of have just accepted that, like, if money is going to be a part of my life, so be it. I really don't want to do anything grand. I just kind of want to be happy as possible. Although certainly I will change what I do if it feels like I will make an effort to pursue things. I guess though that's the thing with America. Everything needs to be profit driven. Whereas I really have the financial freedom to just put effort into things that aren't going to make me money. Whereas the US is like, the US is super into the idea of the side hustle. Whereas I'm like, I'm just literally a girl and I'm literally just a cute girl and I make funny jokes. Like, like, doesn't need to be more to it than that. Whereas in the US, I would need to make money. I like the head bash, it's kind of cute. It's kind of cool the harpoon works. Even if, like, you don't latch onto something, I like that. Ah, yes. the US, the country that encourages abusive behavior between people. It's like, it's so hard to get away from someone you don't like, or that you don't want to have control over you. And it's structured in such a way to make it as easy as possible to get into those situations. It's quite sinister. How am I up so far? How? How the heck did that happen? Have you talked about that with anyone? Please be a spring of something. Aww. You poor thing. Aww. Yeah, you could use a sugar mommy. I just want a bench. Is that so hard to ask? A girl just wants a bench. Jaden Animations recently made a video about onchidification, and she came so close to acknowledging the causes, and then just didn't. And I kind of felt like she was blaming the workers for it, which is kind of bullshit. I really like the harpoon. It's really cool. And I like that it completely works without the anchor points. Oh, if I can just, I can make a shortcut. It's really nice for letting me zip around. you know, it really isn't your fault. Do you want to get into video games somehow? I would not like to mess with you. Okay, let's elegantly make our way down here. This is kind of cool. Oh shit. The fucking, the uppies. I got the uppies. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care. If you want to talk about it, you can talk about it. You're obviously going through a lot, and it'd be weird for me to be like, nah, that's not allowed. They fucking make you pay. Yeah, I'm cool with it. This is neat. She does a little hop. Do you see the hop? Yay! This is going to be a big boss fight, isn't it? I was thinking about a Switch 2 for Metroid Prime, and then I realized that you can just get Metroid Prime 4 on a regular Switch. And like, I don't know, I don't really, like, I've used the Switch 2 before at a friend's house, and it's kind of like, whatever. It's cool, but like, it doesn't really give me much that I can't do on just a PC. With a regular Switch. And also Nintendo's on their kind of being awful era. You hate to see it. That's valid. The way I think about it is like, what games would I play on the Switch too? I guess if I didn't have a computer, then like, I'd probably get Silksong on the Switch too. Would I? Like, okay, come on. But like, I'm thinking about it, like, I think I would like, would I play Nier Automata on the Switch? I would, but like, let's be so for real. The Switch version of Nier Automata is impressive, but it's an action game that would be running at 30 FPS. Actually, I think I might have a performance mode. I like them. They're fucking mouses. I like them. I do understand a lot more if you don't have, but like, I don't know, or if you don't have a computer. But given that my computer itself wasn't that much more expensive than a Switch 2, and it's also like 8 years old, it's really hard to like... The honey stick! It's really hard for me to make sense of that. But it does make a lot of sense if you do not have computer, I guess. I would probably get a Steam Deck, because then you also have a computer. Whenever someone does the roar, I don't like how that cancels my heal. They're camping. Oh shit, that got me. How long have I been streaming? About 2.5 hours, and it's just past midnight. I think that's where we take our rest. It was nice streaming, nice talking to you. I'm gonna go get some sleep. You got some sleep as well. I had fun. I hope you did too. Hornet's so cool. She's so cool. It's so cool. What? Oh, that's neat. Friends! Oh my god. I'm so happy right now. Blah. I kind of want to equip them just because they're friends. Alright, it was nice streaming. Thank you for streaming with me. Find my 3. Bye.